I just want to take a moment and talk about how amazing God's grace is and how He orders people's steps. You know, early on in my life, I had a really rough time with drug addiction, and for several years I cried out to Him, and in His timing, He showed up and delivered me. And at that point, He started bringing different people in my life. And I learned the revelation in that is that God brings people into your life for a reason and some for a season. And out of all the hurt that I've been through, when I got myself together, I received a phone call from Wes Morgan. And he had heard about me. His exact words says that my name keeps coming up in his meetings, you know. And so we began to talk back and forth and discuss some things. And then he invited me out to work with him, to co-labor with him on a project called RecoveryFest that he had began. He said God laid it on his heart, where he invites a lot of his friends from all over the country, man. We charter buses, we go pick the homeless up, we go to the rescue mission, male and female. We bring everybody in to show them that God can clean you up. He can turn a mess into a message, amen? And that's what we're about.
Well, RecoveryFest, you know, when I was incarcerated or in jail or in treatment centers, you know, I learned that many of my brothers were not as fortunate as I was because they didn't have the right environments to go back to. As you know, my mom and dad, I had a great environment to go back to. And so God really dealt with me about putting something together to help guys who don't have the support systems that I had, and bring them together in one place and encourage them and lift them up and encourage them to stay in the fight of recovery, because recovery is a fight.
It is.
And so RecoveryFest, we do that in September, which is National Recovery Month, and it's an incredible event. We do our comedy shows, we do live concerts, live bands, and then we also do workshops. You know, it's just a thing to come together, and it's not just for the addicts or the ex-addicts, it's for the family members who are connected to the addicts, which many times, as you well know, the family members go through just as much as the addicts do.
That's true.
They're so hurt, you know, they're enablers, they're codependent, and so we really try to unravel all of that at RecoveryFest. But all in all, it's really something to give everybody a punch in the arm, what they call it, a shot in the arm, just to build them up, and when they go back out there and get in the streets.
That stability.
Right, and you've been a major part of that. Frank has ministered many times at RecoveryFest, and I'm looking forward to, man, the next chapter, man. We got a lot ahead of us.
Yeah, we got a lot of plans ahead of us. So I want to invite you, the next time you hear about RecoveryFest advertisement, whether it's through social media, TV, or the radio, come. If you know, it's free. And some of Wes' friends that are professional worshipers from all over the country will be there. And you get to hear some stories about how God has changed a mess into a message. And that includes the loved ones that you're concerned about. RecoveryFest, the next part of your life will be the best part of your life.
Amen.